Braggadocio, 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 braggadocio.
Hey, we back in the building with the villains. It's the Braggadocio Podcast, and I'm back in the building with another hard-hitting episode. My boys been out here swinging and banging, going up, down mountain, valley highs and lows, and swinging down lows, going through tornadoes and storms, trying to get back down to the great state of Texas. Hey, I got a hard hitter one, an extra hard hitter one, and for all my truck drivers, y'all gonna appreciate this one for sure. For sure, I got my boy in the building. What, you want to say a real name? Yeah, you can. Oh, yeah, Marlon James. No, his last name ain't James, but it's Marlon Houston. Yeah.
Shit, what's the deal, man?
Nah, ain't nothing, man. What's the deal, man? I'm glad to see you back in town, because I thought y'all was out there on the road for sure. But you gave your boy the call, and I was like, oh shit, you been in town?
Yeah, man. It was an experience. I'll probably go back out there and do it again.
Yeah. So let's talk about how your day went. How your day been going so far?
It's pretty solid. Woke up with a nice little workout. Put some in my stomach. Did some little chores around the crib. You know what I'm saying? Then pulled up on you.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. So we're here for today. Yeah, we here to talk about the truck driving experience, the over the road experience. Let me not start saying the truck driving experience. You know what I'm saying? Cause shout out to Hermes Logistics. He came in and gave y'all a good beginner guide. Now I'm about to give y'all a bigger another guide on right over the road and how that what's to get down with that. So let's talk about that. How you get into that,
man? Niggas just really money hungry, it's an easy way for me to get money, and back in like 2020, I decided to get my CDL, but it was a nice little process. But working with FedEx, I got it through the company, so I didn't really come up off no money for it, so it's an easy process for me. And then I really wanted more money, so I left FedEx, went to Cisco, saved up so I can start my own little trucking business and whatnot.
Okay, let's stop there. Let's stop there real quick. You touched on some things that you started. You said you didn't pay. I ain't saying that because there's some of y'all pay for our CDL in a sense, but you went through the company and obtained your CDL.
Right.
And how you tell us the process about that? How that works? You know what I'm saying? That you going through the company and applying. Can you go to any company and do this, or is there certain companies that allow for you to get your CDL? I guess I'm saying it got to be transportation companies, right?
Right.
So, give me a rundown on that.
I know a lot of companies is doing it today. They starting to do it now. I know FedEx FedEx Express, because they have different companies within FedEx. But FedEx Express, they didn't charge. They did it through a third party. They brought in a contractor. And pretty much the course is like 3 weeks. You did 3 days inside the class. You did class tests and stuff like that, book work. Then you go outside, and then you do a couple exercises for the next 2.5 weeks. And then after that, you go to the DPS on your own. You don't do it through FedEx. You just use their equipment. And then, you pass, you get your license. You don't, FedEx might cut ties with you. I ain't going to say cut ties with you, but they're going to make you wait a year just to go through their program again. Now, I do know other companies are starting to do that as well, but I don't know if they're going to charge you if you decide to leave. FedEx didn't do that to me. I just said, shit, this is it for me. I'm gone, taking my license and my talent that y'all taught me, and I'm going somewhere that's going to pay me more money.
Okay. So you said you went to Cisco after that.
Went to Cisco and made a nice deal of money over there, but they also killed my body at the same time. So, got what I needed from them.
So the work was different.
Work was different. It was more touch freight, but when you touch freight and trucking, you're essentially going to get paid more. Also, it was locals in the city. So that was a good deal. The money was good. Being back home was good.
And now I think about it, y'all the ones responsible for Turkey Leg Hut. Not they're not paying y'all, right?
Nah, that's U.S. Foods. They
my bad. Like I know y'all was there too over there delivering them turkeys.
Yeah.
I guess somebody had to go.
Yeah. Cisco wasn't for everybody, but it's for people. I have a different situation. I had no kids, and of course, I still had a luxury of staying with my parents. So it was easy for me to just say, "Forget it, I'm leaving," and stuff like that. Some people don't have that luxury because they gotta feed people. I don't really have to do that. So it was easy for me to go about my business and stuff like that.
Okay. So that sounds good. So you went through it's. I know it sounds like a fast process, but I guess it wasn't a fast process because you went from, I guess, being a regular FedEx worker to actually going to the CDO department,
It's like a little
and then going
process.
from there and going to Cisco.
Right. It was like 2 years, man, because I know when the pandemic hit, I had decided to get it, But really, when you told me about it, I was like, man, you know what? I know truck driving, it brings in a lot of money. I ain't really just trying to, be job hopping. I can work through the company and get it and stuff like that. So you get your permit just to get inside the truck. Then you hold the permit for 6 months. If you haven't taken your road test within those 6 months, you get another 6 months to hold it. Then after those 6 months, you have to take a road test. If not, then you have to reapply all over again just for the permit.
I was saying you might as well just pass. Hey, stop playing around with it and get to the money.
Yeah. So that's what I really did. But FedEx had a slow process because of the pandemic. So when I was in class, I actually got dropped from class because my permit expired within a year. So I had to go get a whole new permit. So then they put me in another class, which happened in beginning of the fall of September. And by mid-October or the beginning of October, I actually got my license. And February 2022, I was gone.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So, man, let's talk about the dealings. I guess since you went to two, I guess, transportation jobs
Right.
before you got to over the road.
Right.
So, what made you keep jumping from the one to the other? 'Cause I know you said it was about the money, but
Right.
did work have to play with it? Like, was the work different?
Yeah. Every job has their ups and downs. You got to find what's good for you. Me, I don't mind, getting out there using my hands. I think that's my best attribute. I don't mind working. I can get down and get busy with my hands. FedEx offered, no touch. You really just moving the truck from two spots, literally just from two spots. You go from a station to the airport and you're done. But that's easy work. So they weren't paying, no heavy amounts of money. Now the per hour was pretty good. They were paying $23.05 an hour, but you weren't getting those hours. Now when I went to Cisco, I was getting the hours and I was touching the work. So, nigga pockets was looking right every week. So, but then I ended up saving enough money to start a little trucking business and whatnot. And I dipped. That was killing my knees. I didn't have a nice schedule. I didn't know when I was gonna be off. And when I was off, they'll have me come in 12 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, man, I ain't got time for this shit. They didn't give me they really didn't give me no off time. I caught COVID. They gave me 5 days off, but no sick pay, none of that. So, I just felt like, man, for a job that worked that hard, you got to have some kind of floating holiday, some kind of personal time, some kind of, what's that called? Sick pay, but they ain't offered,
sick pay, floating holidays.
Exactly. They offered none of that.
Vacation days.
They ain't offered none of that. And I'm like, bro, this is a hard working job. You ain't gonna give nobody nothing. And they was like, man, it's like, other than money, you know what I'm saying? That's really all they was offering.
So they was only hitting you with the wheel, working you like a whoo. I don't even want to say it.
Yeah,
they hitting you with the wheel. Did I curse in this shit? Nah, I was playing never. But I'm just saying, no.
So I was like,
I
man,
mean,
I was like, man,
I ain't gonna lie. I experienced it before going.
when you was at Miller High.
Yeah, Miller High Life,
Yeah.
working at Houston Distributing,
Yeah.
and I know. I think you said you was getting up earlier than I was. But I was getting up early too.
About
I think
the
we had
same
to be there around
time.
like 5.
Yeah.
5. I think it was like 5. But anywho, it's early morning.
Right.
And you working hard. Like at Miller High Life, we pull off like cans of beer and stuff like that. So you pull them off and then run them into the corner store and come back out, and you doing it all back and forth, and then you got to collect money. So that's the only thing. I didn't like the collect the money aspect because I ain't want to get robbed. And then people do rob the trucks for like the beer and stuff like that. So that was another obstacle that you didn't want to deal with. But that was just. But sticking to the hard work aspect of you just physically having to use your body. I had to learn how to kick a dolly under the stuff so I can move the freight.
Yeah,
so I'm like, man, that's crazy.
I do the same thing, running up and down the ramp, driving these big ass trucks and places they shouldn't go. Like, people don't realize how big the Galleria is until you have to go under it and drive an 18-wheeler. I was like, nah, man, I ain't gonna keep doing this, man. You had a lot of people that didn't want to do it, so they started using me for like a sucker. Just because I know how to do it, like, man, this truck don't belong under that. And then when they started doing the construction, cutting off certain parts, I was like, man, I'm not backing no truck up back down the ramp around the gallery, around the damn mall, underneath the mall.
You was doing that for Cisco?
Yeah,
So
blind.
you had to go through so you had to do blind side backing for the truck?
Yeah, I was like, nah, I ain't doing that, bro.
Oh no.
I raise hell all day just for them to understand that that's not getting done. I'm not doing it. You know, I end up getting between like 12 and 2 on the Saturdays. Usually when I be done, I end up getting off at 7. I said never again. You know, so like as it started coming to the end, it's like when things just started going south, bro. I'm like, man, I ain't doing this no more, man. The more people that quit, the harder your job got.
Oh, okay. So it's like the opposite. 'Cause I know. I mean, that's with any job. I think when you lose people,
Yeah.
it shifts the work around. Even
Yeah.
with this peak season stuff, I know with distribution, peak season is big for a lot of distribution companies because this one they have the most freight and stuff.
Right.
And now that the holiday season over, it's all evening out, and people are looking like, oh man, this ain't the type of money I was making when I first got here,
Right.
and to compare to now.
Right.
And now they got the motion in there, like man, I got to leave and go and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
And Cisco, they was, man, working at the job, you realize how big and how popular Houston is because of our food industry. You know, they pretty much run, maybe I'm going to say.
Oh, you was going to all the big restaurants.
bro.
Oh, okay.
People got to understand that Cisco own at least 80 to 90% of these restaurants. All the stadiums, the sports teams, including the rodeo, you know, outskirts of Houston, you know, they go on to Beaumont, they go on to Galveston, they was going to El Campo and stuff like that, even going to Dallas, the damn Buc-ee's that we have out here, man. It's like, man, you know, so imagine if somebody don't come to work. You see what I'm saying? So somebody didn't come to work, you know, you pulling slack. When you get back, they might ask you to go back out. Who man, ain't no way. I just delivered a whole 18. What do you want me to go back out? Ain't no way.
That's crazy. That's
Ain't no
crazy.
way.
And I know you had some interest to me. I know you saying y'all hit y'all 70 hours, and then
Oh,
they'll
yeah,
still have y'all work.
Yeah, so you hit 70 hours, you know, and you still have like a day of work left. So say you hit 70 hours in 4 or 5 days, you know, but you have, I ain't gonna say a flat 70. I'm gonna say you at like 67, 69 hours. You still haven't hit 70. So when you come in, you know, you be like, hey man, I got literally an hour left. You know, I can't run around. They don't give a damn. They gonna pay you a few $100 bones. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be like, that sound good, and you gonna go out there and you gonna run it. And, you know, you may get close to 80 hours and stuff like that. Or what they gonna do is take you out the driver's seat, put somebody else in the driver's seat, and you still gonna run around. They didn't care. Job had to get done. You know, so they use, you know, money to get you to do the job. And people did it. Me, I didn't care. Money don't move me. You know, I know how to make money, but I know when to leave money on the table, you know.
Right. So, what was your biggest obstacle, I guess, working? I mean, I guess you kind of said multiple. What was your biggest obstacle that you felt like working at both jobs?
My biggest obstacle, I'm going to say at Cisco, it was the work-life balance. I didn't like that. For one, I didn't like that every day was a different job, a different route. I couldn't pick where I want to go. I look on the board, they telling me where I'm going. Also, you know, when I got off work, I had to wait till like between 7 and 9 o'clock at night to see if I'm going to be off. And then when I was off and they tell me when I'm off, you know, I can't plan important things and stuff like that. So
She's missing like birthdays.
I was missing a lot
holidays.
of stuff. Yeah. So, you know, so I was like, you know what, man, I'm just going to do this, save up enough money. I started getting the ball rolling on the truck and stuff. Then I skated.
Okay. So you made your escape plan. You said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna save up and escape, get out of there."
I'm not like most people. A lot of these people like F this job, F that. You know what I'm saying? I always come up with a plan before I make a move. You know what I'm saying? And then put in the 2-week notice. But that was the best thing. I didn't tell y'all that. I put in my 2-week notice, but they sent me home for those 2 weeks and still paid me. So
that's good.
Yeah, I was on the roster, but I wasn't physically at work for 2 weeks. You know, I was just at home chilling.
Yeah, a lot of jobs don't give people that luxury. Either
they don't do
boys
that.
be filing, what you call it, unemployment right after.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's because they roster was almost 300 drivers, bro.
Oh, so they use this like an ant in the ant
yeah,
pile.
Yeah, it didn't really matter. They didn't care because what they trying to do essentially is go to 3 and 4 days anyway.
Yeah. I think everybody on that transition to 3 or 4 days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I think I feel like right now in that industry, since the pandemic, it's an influx.
Yeah.
Because I think you primarily was pursuing to get your stuff, that you saw a lot of changes within a short amount of time.
Oh yeah.
Like you got your stuff the easy way, and now everybody else has got to go to. Like I heard you can't go to DPS.
It's harder now.
You got to go to school. Shit.
Man, it's harder now to get your CDL. It's a hell of a lot harder. If you go through a company to get your CDL, you're going to have to drive for them, and if you decide to leave, that money they spent to train you, you got to pay that back.
Man, you know what they doing to the military folks?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, they can't come in with the paper. They can't come with the paper from their commander saying that they know how to drive because they've been doing that at the unit.
Yeah.
Now is they come in with the paper and they fill out, and you got a real license.
Yeah.
You have a real license, but they gonna hold your license until you take that class.
Right.
So you got to pay that $3,000 for the class or $5,000 for the class, and just go through the class, and then they gonna get your license.
See, I skipped.
That's crazy.
I skipped all of that.
But since you did, you went to your job version of the school,
Yeah.
so that was good.
It's pretty hard for me to tell people what like best options or best route to get their CDL because I had the luxury of going through my company that I was with for almost 4 years.
I know they look at you and see that money on your wrist. Yeah. Dreads all done. They told me how much to get the dreads done cost. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they see your teeth all pearly white and shit. They like, yeah, he balling.
Hey man, I worked hard for what I look like.
Hey man,
I worked hard.
Hey, all I know that they say Marlon over there shining. That's hold up.
Look, it's a whole lot of people that feel like I don't want to get my CDL. I don't want to do this, man. Look, this is how I'm gonna put it. Use the CDL, the trucking business, to fuel your fire. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I'm saying is, get your CDL. I'm telling you right now, you get a CDL, it's a golden ticket. You can pretty much get any job you want. You know what I'm saying? Add some endorsements, like a tanker and a hazmat. I promise you they're not turning you down. You know what I'm saying? So start making the money. I promise you, you're going to average between, being in the city of Houston, you're going to make between $1,300, $2,100 a week. Maybe more. Some jobs I just don't know about. Put money to the side, and whatever it is that you really want to do, you can use that money to get to where you want to be. That's pretty much what I'm doing right now. It's just a little process. It ain't gonna happen overnight. So, man, it's an option. Think about it.
Yeah, but folks, let's tell young folks this right here, just for this first part, because we ain't got to the over the road part yet. But if you work at a transportation company, FedEx, UPS, DHL, all the transportation company, I don't want to name because I might mess them up, but any transportation company, see if they have a program there that can help you get your CDL.
Amazon.
And see the requirements.
Amazon started one. And
they got a program now?
Yeah, Amazon and Cisco started one.
Okay. But yeah, I know. I heard about the Cisco one.
You have to do your time when you go to these companies. Don't think you about to go in there be a warehouse worker or some kind of warehouse worker.
What's up, Big E? I see you.
And then you decide, I wanna go get the CDL. I wanna go through that program. Nah, man, lay low for a little minute, 3-6 months. And then transition. You know what I'm saying? Don't just hop in and, try to rush in your process, Nah, man, give yourself 3 months, 6 months, maybe 8 months, maybe a year, depending on how you feel, then go get your license. There's a whole lot of money in this truck industry, definitely in Houston, man. People don't understand. I see it. I know it. I'm making it.
I know for sure. There's a lot of people truck driving in Houston too, though. That's the other crazy part too. You know what I mean?
Houston is big. It's the fourth biggest city. Whether it's in the food industry, it's at the ports of Houston, or if it's the chemicals. Man,
I heard chemical plant drivers get a lot of bread.
I ain't just man. Look,
heard they get
air gas. You got fuel companies and stuff like that. Y'all boys leaving a whole lot of money on this table just because you lazy. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
You got a whole lot of I don't want out of, man. Look, get in and get out. I told you, I just did it.
Get in, get out.
She save you up some money, man. Just get up out of there. Whatever it is you want to do, you can open whatever it is y'all like to do, man. Open your shoe store.
But you just giving them encouragement right now, and they can open up anything they want. I think they got the message, man.
Look.
You over there having "I have a dream" speech over there, man.
No,
they didn't got it.
I'm all about seeing people win. It's an option. Go do it,
man. It's an option. Like I said, you work at a transportation company. See, they got a CDL program. Get into the program, and then elevate your life. Because once you got the CDL license, they can't take it away from you. You literally everything you got to do for the CDL license, you could do yourself. Like literally,
just telling you, man.
Your physical, you got to do yourself. Every year you got to update it. I mean, every 2 years you got to update it. I mean, you got to do that yourself. So, no, get that. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? You might not want to do it, but I'm pretty sure the work is easy, way easier.
Yeah, man.
Than run around with them packages. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man, that's pretty much what we on right now. Well, that was what I was on.
Right.
Kind of back on it though since I came back home.
Oh yeah, okay. So no, you back home. You know, I like the transition. You back home now, right?
Right.
So you was out there on that road,
Yeah.
getting that. Can I say the company name?
Yeah.
You know, you done with it. So you was out on the road with Ford Air. You know what I'm saying? Ford Air Company, and you was driving over the road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So give me the play-by-play on you transition into that from Cisco to Ford Air.
So really, that was my first option before I even left FedEx Express. While I was in class working to get my CDL, I have a friend named Mimi. She was already telling me about the company. I was like, man, I ain't really trying to hear it, but I put it in my back pockets. I knew I wanted to go to Cisco because I know, like, I know what them boys was paying, and it's in the city. I really wasn't trying to go over the road. Then, you know, then when things like, you know, was getting uncomfortable at Cisco, I was like, dang, man, what can I go? What can I do? I was like, oh shit, you know, Forward Air. That was the first thing that came to my head. Hopped on the company website and stuff like that. It's like a partnership or like a third party kind of thing. And I was like, man, you know what? Let me see, you know. And then I want to do teams. I really wasn't trying to go to the road solo, like out the gate. I'm like, nah, man, I ain't really trying to do that. The truck ain't gonna move that much. You ain't gonna make that much money. So I found a partner that I had kind of started with Cisco with. I was like, dang. It was like out the gate, we just like meshed. You know what I'm saying? So I told him about it. It was during the summer. He was feeling Cisco more. I was like, all right, bro. You know, when you ready, let me know, because the company already told me, like, they already got the application. You know, I just got to find a partner. So around fall, he was like, man, you want to dip, because they ain't cut the hours, they cut the days. Essentially, they did cut the hours in a way.
Yeah, I mean, that's like another form of cutting hours, cut your days.
Yeah.
Cause like, I guess it wouldn't make a difference if y'all was still making the same amount of money.
Exactly. We were still doing 14, 16 hours.
Yeah. Was y'all technically hitting y'all wasn't technically hitting the same number though?
Now we was doing, I'm gonna say maybe 10 hours less in a week. So we weren't getting that 65, 70. We was getting that 55, 60 a week.
Yeah, slight difference.
Well, it was still good. But he was like, he wanted to do it, you know. Yeah, he had put the application in, and shit, nigga, they said that they wanted us. You know, that's when we put the 2-week notice in with Cisco, and Cisco sent us to the crib, and he gave us 2 weeks to get ourselves together and stuff like that. Then we hit the road, and they flew us out to Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, and we had to do a little 2-day orientation, which was pretty cool. They paid for everything and stuff like that. And then we picked out a truck. We ain't really too much like it because it was dirty. Stuff like that.
It was pre-used?
Yeah, it was pre-used. It was pre-used. It was in a parking lot.
Y'all sanitized it down?
They had somebody, but see what happened was they cleaned it the next day, but they ended up calling us and saying that truck was going to get pulled out of service for some reason. I think maybe for maintenance. So they were like, hey, we got a new truck down there in South Haven, Mississippi, but y'all going to have to come and get it. So they flew us down there. We ended up in Chicago first. Then from Chicago, we went down to South Haven, Mississippi, which is actually on like a street which is connected to Memphis, Tennessee. So all we did was just cross the street and ended up in South Haven, Mississippi. That's weird how all those cities and states connect over there in that area. And we got our truck. We got a brand new truck, brand spanking new. It's only like 500 miles. That's not nothing for a truck. 500 miles is nothing for a truck. That's pretty much off the lot, basically. And
so that's like sports car off the lot.
Yeah, that's fresh. It's nice. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we got everything situated, got the cameras installed, got the stickers and all that stuff. And then out the gate, soon as all of that stuff was done, hey, you know, we got you guys want to go to Chicago from South Haven, Mississippi? Yeah. And then from Chicago, we can go to San Francisco. Come on now, I'm all about my money. I said, hell yeah, out the gate. Instantly, we on the road.
It sound like nonstop work. You can't stop at the stop.
Yeah, it's 24-hour job, and that's another thing. You know, it's 24 hours. Now, we had the luxury of having a fresh, brand new truck, so there was no way we was going to have any kind of mechanical issues unless we just destroying the trucks ourselves and stuff like that. So, man, that journey, man, that was a nice little ride. It took us a few days. I ain't going to say a few days. It took us like 2 days. But when you driving in the truck, it seems like it's longer than it should be.
Right.
So it was a little scary. You know, people ain't never been to Illinois. You know, they call Chicago the windy city for a reason.
It's ready to win. Really.
Oh my goodness. Hey,
it was snowing out there, huh? When you got there?
it was raining. It was cold as hell.
Oh, okay.
But that wind, hey, look, when you hauling an empty trailer on the road in a state like Illinois, you gonna feel like the truck about to tip over. You know,
The wind blowing that hard?
bro, an empty
Damn.
trailer. It's because the trucks are high center of gravity.
Okay.
So you know when it come across, you know the truck was coming off the road.
Oh, that's right. They got like they got a lot of high rise and
Yeah.
stuff like in between.
I was like,
So
bro.
they just going straight through the neighborhood shooting.
I'm like, bro, it was scary. So you imagine you got a road that's doing 75 miles per hour, but you doing 45. That's how serious it was. So it took a 8-hour trip, turning like 10 and a half. Bro, that shit was scary, dog. That was my first time being over the road and stuff like that. And it was raining. I ain't know I was going and stuff like that. I wasn't comfortable at the time, so it was a little, uncomfortable. But
So what was worse, the Chicago or like in the mountains? So you said you went through the mountains, huh?
yeah, okay.
And I know a lot of truck drivers have somewhat of trouble going through the mountains, or they just don't like it.
A lot of them don't like it, but come on now, let's be real. It's like how else you gonna get across from coast to coast? You're going through the mountains, and there's mountains in places you didn't even know. I'm not gonna even say mountains. Some of them have mountains, and then
Or it's like hills.
They turn it to hills.
Okay, yeah.
They turn it to hills. So now it was intimidating, but I'm a truck driver. You know, I had the skills and the knowledge to get through those things. So I performed my duty and stuff like that. But did I like it? No. Was it uncomfortable? Yes. But I made it happen. I'm more of a performer and stuff like that. When the pressure's on, when you, I'm gonna say the
Can
worst.
you drive slow through the mountains?
You can. They have a lane specifically for that.
Oh,
And-
okay.
Yeah, and when you're in going through the mountains, you're supposed to turn on your hazard lights. Even during the daytime, you turn them on so people know that okay, he's not going pretty fast.
That going automatic?
We was in automatic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So hold on, do automatics have problems going through the mountains, like going up and down the mountains? Or
No,
nah?
they adjust for you.
Oh, okay.
You know, when it's going up, when you're going up an incline, it's automatically going to drop gears. You're not going past 48 miles per hour. I don't care if you got the pedal to the middle; it's not moving.
Not moving at all. Okay.
Now it's the opposite when you're going down. That's the only thing about the automatics when it's going down here.
Mm-hmm.
You can't drop into a lower gear like as if you were in a manual. You can manual and shift it down to a lower gear.
Right.
But being in an automatic, it's going to pull. It's just going to go. You know, so you have to be mindful with your brakes and stuff like that. You know, because then you can burn them. Then you start a fire. You lock your brakes and stuff like that. You know,
And you can start a fire?
yeah, because they're grinding. So
Oh, they grinding so hard?
start
Damn.
smoking. You know, the first time I had my first little scare was we was going through New Mexico.
Right.
You know, it's sightseeing. It's pretty cool and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, man, you was about to work for the cartel, right? One time they had job applications to work for the cartel.
Nah, man.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even tell you that.
You wasn't trying to work for El Chopper, little brother, man. Go ahead, it's okay.
I wouldn't even tell you nothing like that.
I got you.
But
I wouldn't tell nobody either.
nah, and you'll know something if I'm pulling up in something that you ain't never seen me in or something, having stuff I ain't never had. But
Come with that new Peterbilt truck, you know what I'm saying?
that motherfucker was clean too. It was nice. But anyway, man, my first experience through the mountains was we was going through New Mexico. It was in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We was coming out of Albuquerque and hitting the mountains, and it was raining and it's fog. And come to find out, it wasn't even fog. But the elevation is so high that we was in the clouds. So I'm like, man,
Oh, y'all was in asphalt cloud?
yeah. I'm like, yo, this is different, bro. I'm like, man, it's like 2:00 in the morning. It's raining. I'm in mountains. Mind you, when you in clouds, bro, and fog in the truck, you can't see absolutely Nathaniel. You either gonna pull over or you just gonna suck it up and keep going. You know, but cars are just flying by because they're so low, you know, so they're not high in the clouds or the fog like we were. Well, I just had to make it happen. You know, I ended up doing it. You know, we ended up switching like in Arizona or something like that. We were supposed to go to San Francisco, but we were so far behind. I ain't gonna say so far behind. We were a few hours behind. So they ended up pushing us to Sacramento.
Right.
So, you know, that was a good experience. You know, once you go through it a couple times, you just adjust.
How your sleep schedule was? You got enough sleep?
Sleep
Since y'all was team driving, y'all was driving back to back?
I'm not gonna say you got enough sleep. You got the right amount of sleep. You got what you needed so you can perform.
You didn't drive feeling sleepy, huh?
Nah, I never felt sleepy. I wouldn't even put myself in that situation driving when I was sleeping. If I was sleeping when I was driving, I always pulled over. But I'm such a I just like getting the job done. Anything I do, I just like getting the job done. So when I hopped in that seat, you know, it was no pulling over.
So he's being cautious. Being cautious is just doing what you got to do.
Yeah, I just needed to get the job done, pretty much. But only time we really pulled over is when we needed gas, or when it was time for me to take that 30-minute break, which is mandatory. You got to take that mandatory 30 break. You ain't about to fly through it. You got a little what's the things called?
Like a computer you have?
Yeah, I'm gonna say just like a little.
Oh, you talking about the system?
Yeah, it's going to tell you, like, and then it's going to end up, or it's going to like put you in the negative if you run out of time and stuff like that. You don't want to go in the negative, because then when it's your partner's time to drive, and then y'all's time to switch again, you're gonna be behind, so you're gonna be sitting for a few minutes, a few hours, and stuff like that. So I was digging it, you know. It's just that I didn't like the lifestyle. You know, I'm so used to being at home, being in my bed, eating my food and stuff like that. You know, yeah, I was making a lot of money, but I was actually spending a lot of money too. Not because I was being irresponsible, but it was because I had to spend the money. Like, I gotta eat and stuff like that.
Nah, for sure.
And the food on the road is not cheap. You know, so.
Real quick for my sponsors.
What's up? This is your boy 5'2" from the Crack in the 80s podcast, and you're now listening to Braggadocious with Boomy Trail Figure. Cheer! Crack!
What's up? It's your boy Nino. I just dropped my single Bloodline, and now you're listening to Braggadocious Podcast. Braggadocious.
Yeah, so man, yeah, you out there getting it, boy. So you know what I'm saying. So you said you got enough sleep. You said well, you wasn't eating right either over the road.
I wasn't eating right, bro. Like
eating horrible, huh?
Eating terrible. Dude.
Lost all your abs and everything. Huh?
I ain't gonna say I lost my abs.
Just eating little Debbie cakes and stuff, huh?
I'm not gonna. Yeah,
it was magically delicious, huh?
Yeah, because you're in the middle of nowhere for like 10.5 hours. You know, these states are bigger than what they look like on the map. You know, so when you going through New Mexico, Arizona, California, even small states like Iowa and Kansas and stuff like that, these states are big, bro. You're riding through these states for hours, and then you pull over. Love's, or Carl's Jr.'s, at Hardee's. And what you think you about to sit down and make you some damn fish and oxtails? No, you don't take what you can get. And
did y'all go to restaurants?
We did, but when we got into like big cities, you know, we sat down and ate and enjoyed that.
Y'all ain't go to none of the sundown towns, huh? It's like, come here, stop over here, boy.
Nah, we did.
Boy,
we did.
When they was out there, it was just like, yeah,
we did. You know, it made us a little uncomfortable. You know, because you know they stared at us and stuff like that. But
it was nice to y'all. It wasn't like, hey,
we didn't
come here, boy.
We didn't really care about.
Say,
this.
boy, the dreads, come here.
We just ate. You know what I'm saying? I know I did that in Virginia.
Don't you look at me, boy.
In West Virginia.
Say, boy.
No, this nigga just getting racist and disrespectful. Time for this, man.
I'm not getting disrespectful. Hey, that's how they be. You like, what?
They don't
like, who they like talking
that,
to?
You could see some of them might have that in them, but they ain't say it to us.
Don't you look at my woman, boy.
I don't want your woman.
Joe, over there driving them trucks over there.
I don't even want them.
They lot lizards and shit. You over there?
Nah, and that's the thing.
Did
man.
you encounter some lot
lizards? I know about lot lizards. I see them on YouTube. I hear about them. They're real, but we never ran across them. We never seen them.
Was y'all out searching for the lot lizards?
No.
Okay, that's probably why y'all didn't see them.
Well, yeah, but we weren't really, looking for them like that. But
I thought that shit was funny. I seen that on social media too. Like the dude was like, "Hey, look this way, look that way," and he looked the other way. And he had the woman get in the truck. I'm like, "Stop it, bro!"
Wow, we seen normal things. Like we seen fathers with their kids. He had his son in the passenger seat, and his little car seat. He was sitting up so high too. I like, man, it's pretty cool. You know, people do they do it with their wives. They do it with their brothers. You know, he had his son with him and stuff like that. So it's made for any and everybody.
Oh, it's for shit show, a family sport. And what I like about the truck driver, I guess, family part about it is if you really got like somebody that don't mind to travel, like you got a woman that don't mind to travel, and I guess y'all have a family, or even you got like a brother or whatever that don't mind to travel. It kind of give you that the motion, the move, and y'all can tag team and get stuff, like really get to a bigger bag in a sense. Cause, you can sleep, then they can drive, and you just keep the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like about it too.
Yeah. And if for the people that just like to be at home, I was that way, and taking showers and stuff and eating right. It had its ups and downs, but I never took a shower with the gas stations, the Loves and stuff like that. They did have people that do it. There was moments when I was on the road we driving. I'm like, dang, bro, I need to brush my teeth. Now I give me a bottle of water, give me some Listerine and my toothbrush, and I brush my teeth outside. I had to get it how I had to get it. Or
Yeah, you in there with another man too, so I'm pretty sure that shit like
bro, it's like,
unsanitary at some point. I say, folk,
I'm-
one of us got to take a shower.
nah, but see, that's the thing. You got to find you somebody that's similar to you as far as hygiene. You know, the person I was with, he was just like me. He ain't play that, so I was like, all right, cool, I can work with you and stuff like that. It was never nothing laying around and stuff like that. We picked up after each other. We ain't never say that's yours, that's his, and stuff like that. So when we got to like gas stations, we didn't like take showers there, but we would like brush our teeth in the parking lot and stuff like that. But we also, I have a Planet Fitness membership, a black card, so where I can bring a guest. So
Oh yeah, flex that black card, man.
Yeah.
Oh look, you know what I'm saying?
it's wild.
Y'all ain't got no black card.
So when we was in a big city, whether we was in Sacramento, we was in Phoenix, Dallas.
Did y'all get to
Seattle.
sightsee a lot?
I get a whole lot. I got so many videos, and I posted so many videos on Instagram.
And that's another good aspect. I don't mean to cut
another
you off,
thing,
but that's a
bro.
good aspect because
another good
I know
thing.
you told me particularly you never really got to see the world like
Yeah.
that, and I know me from a young age I got to see some parts of the world.
Yeah.
But you got to kind of see almost the whole America in
Yeah.
not like
Yeah.
almost in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Like you got to go through it real quick.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people that's
Did you start a whole nother family while you was out there on the road?
oh, this man is sick. No,
We talking. Hey, that's what I be hearing, man.
Nah, man. I
You
don't
sure? You look like you type of nigga start a whole other family.
No.
Can I publish this episode? I'm just trying to make sure for your family come looking for you.
Nah, because you already got your mama thinking I got a white girl pregnant. Nigga.
Say, hold up. I was gonna lead it out this episode,
You-
but don't get me going.
Yeah.
I got a whole story to tell y'all
I gotta see
in a
your-
few minutes.
I gotta see your mama so I can, cut off all those.
So you can clear your name.
Yeah, bro. Cause your mom, every time I hear you on the phone with your mom, I can't even talk to her. She probably and she always asking how the dude is with the white girl. It's not true.
Hey, y'all don't know Marlon. She don't even know his name. Marlon Houston. Marlon James.
She know me about Marlon.
Marlon James
See, I already
has a whole family,
out the gate
and,
already,
and he has a white girl pregnant.
Ain't no
You know what I'm saying? And this is a surprise. What's the baby name again?
Ain't no kids. Bro.
It's a whole
Ain't no
kid.
white-
You know what I'm saying? I don't figure out the name again. I forgot the baby name, but
All right, if there's a baby, when is it due? Since you know so much.
since I know something, bro, when did you get your license? It's the same time you had the baby. That's what motivates you to get the license. That's what I told her.
See, now he lying.
I
Ain't no
said,
woman about to be pregnant for no 2 years.
bro. Hey,
See,
like I say, it's a mystery baby that popped up on you, not me. You know what I'm saying?
about to have so many people blowing up my phone talking about some. Boy, you nah.
Don't worry, y'all. This is all fictional.
Yeah.
This not real. It's a joke between my mama and me and Marlon.
Yeah,
But if anybody asks, Marlon James, when y'all see him, has a whole family and a white girl pregnant.
cut it out. But nah, so for people that like to travel, that can just get up and hop on a plane. I'm not that type of person because I'm lazy. I don't feel like looking up no flights and stuff like that. Figure out where I want to go. So I was like, man, you know what? I can do all of that just driving a truck, and that's what I did. And by the way, Cincinnati was the most beautiful city.
Cincinnati?
Cincinnati.
The Reds?
No, Cincinnati. Bengals, Cincinnati Reds. Yeah. Cincinnati was so freaking beautiful.
You know what? That's actually a city people don't really talk about. So is it the big city? Small city?
Cincinnati is Ohio ain't that big, but Cincinnati is between Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Columbus is one of the 3 biggest cities. Kind of how we got.
They like all together in a sense?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cleveland, I think Cincinnati's the biggest. No, Columbus, which is the capital, is the biggest. They got like 900-some thousand. But Cincinnati probably has a bigger market because they got the Bengals. They had the Cincinnati Reds. And stuff
Right,
like
right.
that. Cleveland has the Cavs. They had the Cleveland Guardians, and they had the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Ohio, Columbus is where Ohio State is. So they all,
All right, that's good. That's good because, you know what? We talking about truck driving. You going over the road, you seeing all this stuff and everything, and it just struck me now that your mindset probably changed since you've been out there because you went out there with one thing on your mind, and now you had a whole slew of experiences.
Yeah.
So, like, give me. Cause I know we here to talk about the truck driving, but give me how that changed your mind psychologically. Like, you from Houston, Texas,
right.
how did that affect you? How that changed you and affected you?
Man, I'm gonna just say out the gate, something small like food. Being from Houston, like you said, we're really known for our food and stuff like that. So many options, so many people know how to cook and stuff like that. And when I hit the road the first time when we was in Columbus for orientation, and they bringing in pizza, I'm thinking we about to eat some Domino's or some Pizza Hut or some Papa John's, the top threes. I can't even tell you what it was, but it wasn't it.
It wasn't it.
It wasn't it. Nah, I caught myself at the hotel, which was connected to a casino that had a nice restaurant in there, a decent restaurant. And that's why that's another reason I came home, because of the amount of money I was spending on quality food.
Okay, you spending a lot of money on food.
Yeah, and I was
so you're not the type of person to eat cheap food or fast food or stuff. You eat quality.
Look, I got friends that just cook so good, better than these restaurants and these little places I was eating at.
You more used to home cooked food, so that was messing with you.
Yeah, see, I'm different, bro. Y'all might be like, that's it, man. That's just me, And then of course I like being in my own bed, driving in the truck and your partner driving for 10.5 hours. Don't think you about to be laying in that bed and getting you 10 hours of sleep, nigga. It's not gonna happen. You going up and down hills, and stuff like that. A whole lot of road bumps, so you're being woken up out of your sleep quite a bit and stuff like that. So I never got used to that. I just slept when I could, and stuff like that. And then you break your sleep because you want to see stuff. Your partner is like, when we was in California, my partner was driving, and right before it's time for us to switch, I'm sitting in the passenger seat recording the mountains and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, it had ups and downs, man. You just got to pick and choose your wins and stuff like that. But yeah, I just came back to the crib based on the food because, man, I got to the point to where I'll get some Carl's Jr.'s or Hardee's, and I'll take 2 bites and be like, bro, I can't even stomach this food and stuff like that. And when I came home for one time, ordered some Domino's pizza because I'm still on the same time as being on the road. I left that pizza on the stove. I'm like, man, yeah, it's time to come off the road because it's messing up my diet.
Yeah, and another question, okay, because you came from being a work, how I'm trying to say, you came from going from a corporate job to going to over the road corporate job.
Right.
Was it any pay differences or benefit difference from going from doing that?
It was out the gate because I looked at what I was doing. I was away from home and I was driving across this damn US, and then we got our first settlement. I'm like, man, out the gate, I already I'm going back to the crib because it ain't right. I just bust my ass. And I'm like, man, what the hell is that? I'm going to be straight up with you. Our first check was $65 that we had to split, which ended up being $32. You know what I'm saying, man? We both looking at each other. Surprise, and we're like, man, is this right? You know what I'm saying? But we had to realize that get the fuck. We got there on the Tuesday. Orientation was 2 days, so it ended Thursday? No, I forgot however it went. But the settlements, like the cutoff is on a Saturday. So we had to go, remember I said we had to go down to South Haven, Mississippi and get our truck.
Right.
And then we had to go to Chicago and stuff like that.
Hold up, what's y'all truck? Y'all truck wasn't at the company?
It was there, but remember I said that it wasn't clean and we requested it clean, and then they took it out of service anyway.
And gave y'all a new one?
Exactly. So that put us behind a few days. So when we hit the road, whatever we had did from South Haven, Mississippi to Chicago, that was it. When it was the cutoff happened, on Saturdays at 11:59, that was it. So we didn't think about that and stuff like that. So we had to realize that, bro, we really only drove for a day, and there wasn't a load; it was an empty and stuff like that. So we got paid for that and minus the deductions, and stuff like that. So, man, I was like, man, what the fuck did I just sign us up for? But then when we realized that and stuff like that, the checks started coming in, So we were like, all right, cool, we can work with it. But of course, me being the type of person I am, I was like, man, I'm going back to the pad. If I'm going to be making the same money I was making at Cisco, I was like, man, I might as well just go back home and be in my bed and eating some good food, going to the gym and stuff like that. I didn't want to get fat, and I also didn't want to be frail.
Yeah, yeah. I guess it wouldn't make no sense if you're making the same amount of bread from a company job where you at home daily to over the road job where you still an employee. Because I guess the big difference between both of them is if you owned your own truck
Right.
and it was your own operator and all that stuff with that,
Right.
then I mean, is it own operator or own authority?
We was yeah, own authority, yeah,
Own authority.
But
So
that's when you paying heavy loads of money. It was like, man, we'd be talking to guys when we would be in the break rooms at the headquarters. Boys in that mother making 8 bands, 12,000 bands. Y'all like, dang, that's a lot of money. Hell yeah, it's a lot of money. But when you hear that fuel costs and stuff like that,
yeah, that's what you got to
that
account
maintenance
for.
costs, and then you hear that they got to eat too.
And that's all they get, and all that's coming out your check.
That's coming out.
That's
of,
not the company check. That's out of your check.
That's coming out of you. You know what I'm saying? And then those companies get part of their load too.
They really got a monopoly going on.
It is a monopoly.
It's like
Yeah.
they pay you, but not really pay you because then they like hit like it's like you work for a job and they like, hey, remember that snack you got? And they start doing all the deductions. You
And
like, damn,
that's
bro.
the thing. The little,
You said it was for me.
The little computer in the truck, bro. They charge us a service fee for that every week.
For the computer in the truck, that's crazy.
They charge, bro. I'm telling you, we getting here. We every week. The more money we made is like the longer the list of charges they took out. The less money we made, the smaller that I like. Man, like every week, bro, we was in there like calculating. There was always new stuff and stuff. Like, man, like.
But you mean that's probably why jobs like that is eager to hire people on without too much like knowledge and stuff. Yeah, because you could take so much,
Right.
and then cause I talked to a lot of other CDL drivers, truck drivers,
Right.
and they said that most of the time that's like their first job, like the Ford Airs, the Swifts,
Yeah.
you know, all the companies that just take you on.
Yeah.
Because I guess stuff like that they just take out the check and everything because you really don't know too much.
Exactly. But me and my partner being as hungry as we is and determined, we hit them back. You know what I'm saying? We ain't just in the ring just getting beat up. So we take something that's like something that's going like 1,500 miles, 2,600 miles, which we was doing, and then we'll take another one, and then you add those miles up, we looking at 3,200, 4,500 miles and stuff like that. And then you add the layover pay that we had. When you're not moving, you know, they paid us $150 each day. And stuff like that. You take an empty trailer or something like that, they gonna pay you that empty trailer based on the miles. So we got our licks back. You know, we weren't just getting dropped. You know what I'm saying? But
No, I feel you. I feel you.
It was you know, it had its up and downs. You know what I'm saying? I think my partner's still thinking about doing it himself. You know, he probably got other plans. Me, man, it was just like get back to the H. You know, and get my own shit, get my own truck. You know, because we was using our own stuff, but we was using our name and stuff like that.
Oh, y'all using y'all LLC name?
Yeah, we was pretty much going on. Well, he didn't have his, so we just said, forget it. We gonna go underneath our Social Security because I didn't want to just.
Oh, okay. That's what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to just use just straight Marlin stuff because this is not just me.
Yeah, because then you have to pay the taxes and everything,
That,
and then
I gotta pay him and stuff like that. And I ain't want no
friction,
none of that. He be like, man, you short me. It's supposed to be like, nah, you know what? So what we gonna do? We still contractors and stuff like that. We still had the luxury of saying no and stuff like that if we didn't want to take a load. And that was my favorite thing about it. You know, it was no force freight. I know we went to Phoenix or Dallas, and they offered us a load while we already had a load to go to Oregon. Like, man, you know, we ain't got to do that. We don't want it and stuff like that. So it was cool to tell them no. If you ain't feel like working, bro, you ain't got to work. But just know if that truck ain't moving, you ain't earning and stuff like that. So yeah, when you on the roads, man, you gotta obey the laws of the road, bro.
I don't know for sure. Truck driving, you got to be safe. You got to obey the laws of the road. You got to respect everybody because. For anybody, I think that's foreign land. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, you went to sundown towns and all types of stuff with people being racist like that. You know, anything can happen.
And I'm gonna tell y'all a story. And like my partner, he was driving. I was in the back sleeping. My bro had to use a bathroom. You know, he pulled up in the truck stop, but he didn't pull up to the truck stop part. He pulled up to like the regular civilian area where the cars and stuff are. Now it's late. It's real late. Ain't nobody there but truck drivers and probably the clerk. And there was this little taco stand, and he pulled up to it. I ain't know until I got out the truck myself, and then I heard a little commotion with him and some truck driver. Now these dudes don't give a damn. They talking reckless. I don't care you black, white, Mexican, purple, green, orange. They didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I heard them cursing them out and stuff like that. And then by the time I got out the truck, you know, putting on my shoes and socks and putting on the jacket. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go see what's going on with my homie, and as I'm walking to the gas station, I see through the window, like they face to face, you know, they about to throw down, you know what I'm saying? And I get in there and I'm asking like, what's the problem? You know, the dude, he ain't want no problems then because it's two of us, you know, so he ain't say nothing. He ain't leave out that stove until we pulled off in the truck. So, you know, I go holler him at the bathroom. He was telling them that the truck driver got mad because he parked where he wasn't supposed to. And now I understand that, but he could have said it in a different way. You know, he was cursing him out and stuff like that, saying that we make truck drivers look bad because of where he parked. Now, I understand he wasn't supposed to park there. You know, he was only going there for a quick second, but it's the way he approached him and the way he talked to him and stuff like that. Hey, man, you know, I understand bro was big and bad, you know what I'm saying? But two dudes like us, bro, we don't care. You know, you're going to get to work and stuff like that. So,
man, I want to tell you like this, man. You always got that one person at your job that's, you know, in the military they say whore, but you got that one person at the job that's over the top. That's not over the top. That they do their job so much to the T to where that it's a part of their life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what I'm saying is that, I mean, you can't worry about people. I mean, you got to take. I mean, some people not good at giving direction or even giving orders and telling people like nice things. So sometimes you got to take it.
It was his approach
and be like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but ain't nobody about to tolerate no disrespect. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
no, you shouldn't be You just shouldn't be disrespected.
Could have said, "Hey, you're not supposed to park there," in a different way, in a different tone. You ain't gotta curse him out from the moment he jump out the truck to the moment y'all get in there. And now y'all in his face. All right, now you deserve to get these hands. You see what I'm saying? And you don't went too far. You overstepping boundaries and stuff like that because of your skin color. And so ain't nobody else complain about it. And he just felt privileged just because of his skin color. So
yeah, you never know. He might be personnel like every night, something like
Clark
that.
ain't come out and say nothing silly, Brian. The other truck drivers in the parking lot ain't say nothing. You know,
but you know the gas station people, they better not come saying nothing. They don't even want to be at work anyway.
Nah, when you the truck drivers, the DOT and the cops, they're not going to search your truck. So ain't no telling what these dudes got in their truck. You see what I'm saying? So there ain't nobody about to just run up on no truck driver. It's just not gonna happen.
Nah, I keep that thing on me for sure. It's gonna be set it off in this motherfucker.
How he know we ain't have it on us?
No, he didn't. That's why he approached you outside because it's like 50-50 chance you have it on you, on you, and especially you truck driving.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure some type of freaking law that if you do something that something crazy probably gonna happen.
And you got to remember these states you in. Not all these states are gun friendly like Texas. We don't know the laws of these states, and we only in these states for a few hours, some a couple of days. So you know we can't really gunplay and stuff like that. Now we ain't there. Do we have it on us? No. You know, but we have other things.
He got that 21 Savage. It's a knife.
I ain't gonna lie, we had a couple knives in the truck.
Got them. I mean, do what you gotta do whatever to protect yourself. I'm not ever go against that. You know, you truck driving, then you go into foreign, cities and lands and stuff. But like I said, you gotta respect everybody because you'll never know,
right?
What that man going through, what's going on today. Even though he said it the wrong way, sometimes you gotta know how to pick your fights and just be like,
you do.
No,
I agree with that.
I'll leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? You got it.
That.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I agree with that.
You came from that environment. Like FedEx, it's quick to old person will pull you to the side and be like, you did this. Yeah. Right or wrong, and you can't get mad at it. You just like, all right, it's whatever.
But that's me. I can handle being schooled. I can't say the same for him.
Right. Yeah, everybody different.
Exactly. So that's why I went in.
Yeah, but see, that's good that y'all was team driving because he's by himself. There ain't no telling how they would have win.
Ain't no telling.
And the same probably been on Fox 26 News. You know, it's bad when you hit Fox 26 News. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
Over the road stuff, man, it's good. I mean, I done seen some jacked up stuff. Me and my mans, we're experienced, but we're like experienced for like the city, not over the road. Man, I done seen trucks
that flipped over and shit.
Oh my goodness, and those probably are seasoned veterans, bro.
I know y'all praying every day.
Oh man, it's like I got the worst of it. It's like every time he was sleeping is when I seen these things. I'm like, bro, come on now, like I don't need no reminder, bro.
You're like, I don't want to see this.
I don't want to see it, bro. I don't want to see no dude turned over in a ditch in the mountains. They don't even take the trucks out, y'all. They don't even take the trucks out. They just put yellow tape around the trucks, get the driver, take out the freight, and leave the truck there. That's it. Who the hell about to pull out? Shut down the freeway. He already shut down the freeway. That's going to cost some money just for shutting down the freeway and stuff like that. So who wants to sit there, shut down the freeway, empty out the truck, get the driver, and then wait for them to pull the truck out? I ain't got time for that. They just leave the trucks there. So that was another thing. I really wasn't trying to be the next guy that was going to be in them mountains or in them ditches in snow. Turned over.
No. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm. So, man, what you want to tell the youngsters out here? What should be the proper steps to entering the
truck industry? I
mean, yeah, truck. We kind of already said how to enter. I guess work wise, but I guess we need to give them a clarification. Over over the road this the over the road part. What should we give the youngsters on what they should do going over the road? Should they go to Forward Air? Should they go to Swift? Should they consider it if they don't got like no family or nothing?
I would say, man, find what works best for you. I know working with Swift, they didn't pay. Well, I wasn't a company driver, so it's different.
Oh, it's different.
Yeah, I was a
think you was a
contractor.
okay.
I'm a contractor, so I was.
You should have got paid more.
I was getting paid.
Oh, okay. Not talking paid more though.
Oh man, you had to split that. So we was
Oh,
seeing the back,
okay.
you got to split it.
Right.
There's two of us over there
Yeah, I remember that youngster. You got to split that bread.
with your teamwork. So
Don't beat your wife up because she got the bigger half.
nah, this man is wild. Don't listen to the dude, but it's a 7 day. If it's not even 7 days. It's a 6 day because the cutoff is on Saturdays. So,
What you mean it's the 6th day?
because the cutoff is at 11:59 on Saturdays. So
Right.
So Sunday mornings at 12 a.m. is when the your
Matter of
pay
fact,
period
let's
starts.
hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
What would be the best way to save up for a truck, in your opinion? Like I'm young. I got my CDL, and I don't know if I want to be a company driver, a contractor, or should I just go straight and get the truck? What's your opinion on it?
So this is what I did. That's why I was at Cisco. You gotta find you a company that's. I mean, it depends, man. I don't know everybody's situation, but for me, That's why I went to Cisco. You know what I'm saying? They was paying heavy amounts of money.
Right,
So I was
right.
like, man, okay, they doing this.
They was hitting you with that whip at the same time,
They
huh?
was so.
Hitting you with that whip appeal.
That's,
Shit.
that's,
Took the skin off.
that's something you got to take. You know, that's the sacrifice you got to take. You got to get hit over the head with the work schedule, but you know you're getting paid for it. So then you start putting money to the side and stuff like that. Don't think you just about to go buy your truck, man. Because I blew a hefty amount of money just getting it started and stuff like that. Going through the FMCSA, getting a
With LLC?
the LLC, man. You know the journey it took for me.
With the truck ID number?
Yeah, all of that's the DOT number and stuff like that. You got to pay for that. All this stuff it had to be paid right then and then when you're on the phone with your agent. You gonna get an agent once you submit all those papers and stuff like that. Boy, they gonna blow your phone up. And
You
stuff
still
like
got to
that.
pay taxes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, but they're going to send you all those receipts, save all those receipts, and then when it's time for you to do your income tax, you know, you gonna get all of that back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was I dropped a few thousand within like 10 minutes on the phone with an agent and stuff like that. You gotta pay for your own drug test and stuff like that. And you gotta get decals and stuff like that, which is everything I got, and they send everything to you in the mail. So
Oh, yeah, don't let the drug test scare you away. You got to pay for that every, 2 years anyway?
I think
You got, every 2 years you got to pay for your drug test anyway. So
yeah.
be prepared.
So man, it's gonna cost, but that's why I was at Cisco. Cisco was paying that bag, so I was able to come up all that money within those few minutes and stuff like that, and still have stuff left over because I go to work the next week and I'm gonna get the same amount of money back and stuff like that. You know, of course, I have fun with going places, eating places, and buying things. So, but yeah, I say, man, find you a job unless you can go get you a loan. If you're in a rush and you want to leave your job right now, you got a good credit to where you gonna get you a truck. Get you a truck. You got to get insurance. The insurance ain't cheap and stuff like that for the truck. And then also, some of these companies the dealerships for the trucks not just about to give you a truck. They need you to have 2 years of experience, maybe a year, maybe depending on like what your NVR record looks like and stuff like that.
Yeah, don't go lying having your daddy and them saying you had 2 years experience when you only had 6 months.
They ain't playing because these trucks are costing amounts of houses and stuff like that. $180,000. It depends on what you want in a truck, what kind of truck you want.
Don't go crash out for the truck if it's gonna hurt you financially.
Don't do it.
Don't go crash out.
Don't be ignorant.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I went the route I went. Just use I use your truck, but I'm just gonna use my company name and stuff like that. Because buying a truck is just it's expensive, bro. It's expensive. Unless you got the money already saved up, then I can't tell you what to do. You go get it. But you still got to have that experience. You still got to have that clean NVR record. And you still got to drop that bag for the insurance. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you have all your fares lined up, bro, before you just go out there and start doing stuff because you want to get to the bag right now. It's not going to happen, bro. It took me, I started in 2021. It's 2023 now, and I'm still in the learning process, still in the beginner's phase.
Nah, for sure, for sure.
That's why I'm back home. So
And you gotta save up, like you
Gotta
say.
save.
Like
Gotta
I mean,
save.
y'all was tuned into the last episode
Gotta save.
we had with Hermes Logistics. You know what I'm saying? He saved the 20 bands before he got his first truck. So everybody got their own journey. Every journey different.
Right.
Just don't crash out for the truck if you know you can't.
don't
pay
even
for
get
it.
your truck if you ain't got no contract.
Yeah, because that gas is high.
Yeah.
That gas is high.
Cause then you gotta worry about your truck note. You know, you got a car note, you paying that $400, $500, $600 a month. Nah, player, you paying $900, $1,500 a week for your truck.
And once you get the truck, it gotta be on the road. You gotta start driving.
Sir.
So get the money so you get the truck and the trailer. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't wait.
Yeah. So
I mean, wait.
Save the
and
money
Don't
up.
crash out.
save the money up. After you save the money, go find you whatever it is you want to, wherever it is you want to go, and get you a contract first. Get you the truck, then get the truck and stuff like that. And then combine the two, and you hit the road and stuff like that. But just know every time that truck stop, when it ain't move, dude, it's very important. Y'all don't pre-trip y'all cars because y'all know y'all cars and stuff like that. It's just a
technically
car.
you got to pre-trip a car.
You
Just-
do,
A
but
car just so easy.
It's just easier.
You know what I'm saying? What
But
they
the
be
truck is
doing
different, bro.
What they be doing? They let shit break down first before they go
Before
fix it.
yeah. But dog, a truck is different, bro.
Hey, nah, you got to pre-trip every day.
You got to. It's very important. Check them tires, dude. I did that it took me an hour just to leave Dallas because of things I had to go through just to
I had to put chains in your tires.
That's another thing. I'm gonna get to that too. But we was in Dallas. They gave me a trailer. They loaded the trailer, and I hooked up to the trailer. And before you leave, you gotta you gotta go by and see the people in the front so they can put the seals on it. They close the doors for you and stuff. I had a flat tire, and I had to go through the maintenance department. There's only two cities I've been to that have that. I know Dallas have it, and the headquarters, which is in Columbus, they have it. As soon as you come in through the gate, through the security, they send you through the maintenance. It's mandatory. You got to do that and stuff like that. But as for them chains, bro, it's more for like states like Colorado, Utah, Oregon, Montana, Wyoming, Iowa, and Washington. If you ain't got chains, dog, you looking at $800+ fine. So when those lights flashing and it's like a deputy or a DOT on the road, I don't know. We skated by because for one, DOT wasn't on the road and those lights weren't flashing, so we didn't need to use them. But just know, if you want to get you some chains, I know in the bag it comes 2 per bag, and I'm always like $250 per bag. So you do the math. You ain't got the money for it, dog. You might as well just get off the road because it costs a pretty penny. But we just thugged it out, broke the rules and everything. Don't do what we did. You might.
No, we did not break no rules. I'm not but I'm talking about him.
I don't care. We broke the rules.
No, we ain't breaking no rules, sir.
I just rode. We got the job done. Other truck drivers was doing it, but I did see some truck drivers sliding across the road, which changed my mind about coming home too. I'm like, oh no.
Wait, in the water or the ice?
Nah, on the ice and the snow. And,
Oh,
it was in Wyoming, bro. I'm like, dude, I'm looking out like, I don't want to go through this no more. We ain't got the equipment, bro. I'm like, for what? Why? Either we gonna go spin that bag for the chains or we gonna risk our lives. Which one? I'm like, man, forget it.
Gonna risk it all.
We did. It took us a little while to get to Wyoming because of the snow. We actually had to pull over and spend the night in Wyoming because of that.
I just thought about that. Y'all was out there with Kanye was out there. Y'all seen his range? I don't know
No,
if he still
I've
got
seen
the
a
range.
bunch of elk, a bunch of dead elks and stuff like that.
Dead elk?
Yeah. You know how in Houston, how we hit raccoons?
They just hitting elk?
Oh, they knocking them off.
Oh, hell no.
They knocking them off, bro.
They gotta be scary.
That-
Hey, y'all almost hit an animal?
No,
Damn.
no.
I feel like that'll scare the fuck out of me. Like, someone just jump out.
You
Oh,
see
shit.
them. I don't know. I don't even think truck drivers are the ones that's hitting them. If a truck hit them, the elk is going to explode.
Yeah,
I think cars are hitting them.
they probably come right out of time for cars. They probably could understand, like, dodge the 18-wheeler.
Yeah,
They can't probably dodge a car. Like, man, I'm not sure.
Them cars are flying, bro. And the people that's from them states up there, man, I be looking at them like, how y'all doing it? They just flying. We was in the blizzard, bro. They still flying. I'm like, I don't get it. I got to stay away from the East Coast, the DMV area. For all my DMV people, East Coast people, I'm sorry, but I hate it over there. It's tiny.
What's I hate it over there?
It's tiny, bro. Like we had to find.
You was over there
alternate
in Wale and Shy Glizzy.
literally, bro.
And
We
you
was
over
in-
there telling them,
We was
nah.
in Washington. We was in Baltimore. We was in what's the other one that started with a V? Virginia. We was in Philly, bro. It's not the South. You know, everything here is spaced out and built up and stuff like that. When we got to a bridge and stuff like that in that area over there in the DMV and the East Coast, bro, we had to reroute. I had to buy an app and pay for the app just for us to
Oh, the truck driver app?
had to.
That blue one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like-
I had to because how else we was going to go through this
So
bridge?
y'all didn't buy
We
the.
didn't need it.
Oh, okay.
We essentially didn't need it. But
Because I had got the app.
no, we just didn't need it because we wasn't in the area. Every place we went, you know, we didn't have those bridges.
Oh, okay.
But over
I thought
there-
all truck drivers bought the little system thing.
Nah, bro. And for us, we had the luxury of not having to go through cities because the every destination we went for forward there, they have their own facilities and like every major city and stuff like that. They put them by the airport, and every airport, you know, in every city is on the outskirts. So we went through cities, but we didn't go through the city. So when we came through Chicago, we didn't even go all the way into Chicago. We didn't even get to see the city. We was on like, okay, I'm gonna say this. We was like, you know how Houston got Cypress and 290 and Beltway 8?
Yeah, y'all was on O Block and like
Nah, just don't listen to this
63rd.
dude. Nah.
You was over there hanging with King Von and Chief Keef and all them.
Nah, when we flew in, we was close to it, but no.
Okay.
When we came in, bro, we was like in a luxury. We seen, I think where the Bears practice and stuff like that on the outside and stuff like that.
I'm sorry, that's some enemies. You know, you an Astro fan.
Bro, stop listening to this dude. But anyway, I hate it. I hated Baltimore. The bridges is too low. It was like, you know how they got them like 13 feet, 14 feet out
Like,
here?
ain't they like above water and shit?
They are, but I don't know what. Yeah, they are, but I don't know why their bridges is like 11 feet. You know, trailers, you know, exactly. They're
That's
long.
weird.
They're
Yeah, the
long.
trailer long. Like,
It's high.
Yeah.
The trailers are high, but I don't know why.
yeah, that's not wild.
Like, so that's why I had to buy the app. And when you got to Philadelphia, bro, dog, it took me 40 minutes just to get out and get to the freeway.
You went to Will Hood? Will Smith?
Well, I don't know where I was at when I was in Philadelphia. Hey, Philadelphia is ran. Bro, think about South Park. The whole city just looking like that. Exactly.
Huh?
Exactly.
In Philadelphia?
Yes. You know how
It looked like South Park.
bro, just like you know what Meek say he from?
I don't know, bro.
Whatever
That's probably
part them
from Philly,
niggas talk
bro.
about the ran down, man, it's like that the whole way. You know, you got North Houston and South Houston. Think about just South Houston just looking all like South Park.
They might got longer ghettos. But they've done a lot of killing in Philly lately.
They
though.
have, bro, and the roads are terrible. Bro, I'm driving the
They not fixing the roads?
Bro, no. You know how we got in the medical center, we got the Metro Rail?
Yeah.
The Metro Rail is on top of the street. So a car is following the Metro Rail.
No, ours like that too, though.
Nah, but if you go downtown, you got the Metro Rail's only lane, and then on the side you got the
Oh, they don't have a lane for
they
that
don't.
shit.
It's all
Oh,
the same.
damn.
So I'm driving on top of the damn rails,
Not knowing that you
bro,
can't do this shit.
and with the jacked up I'm like,
Tripping.
dog.
Well, you wild.
I'm like,
Ain't no
dog.
way.
You know, and it's bro, it's ran down, bro. It's ran down, and it's so tight.
All my Philly fans,
It's different from me, bro.
it's different. Our bad. We ain't talking bad about Toe City or none of that. We just,
It's
you know what I'm saying?
different. I'm just comparing it to the South, man. But nah, man, it's just wild, man. I see what people be talking about on Twitter and stuff like that. I'm like, man, bro. And I'm pretty sure they want to get out, but it's probably hard for them to get out because it's so much poverty.
I follow Marlon Houston on Twitter. He big on there.
Houston Jr. _
He's tweeting a lot.
So, you know. But hey, I went underneath a tunnel in Baltimore.
They was in Baltimore too?
Yeah.
Dang, you hung out with Bodie and all them?
Nah, bro.
Bodie James
But
and all
we
that,
went
man?
through a tunnel that went underneath the water. And it's wild.
Yeah, that is wild. A tunnel went under the water?
It went under the water. When I looked at the map, all it did was just give me a blue dot.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I used satellite maps, so all you seen was the water.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we went underneath this thing.
Oh, so you got a bunch of different experience, man. See, I was out there trying to get shoe connections and shit. You should have been out there doing that.
Man, you ain't trying to get no true connections at no 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock, because that's when most loads are ready between like 9 and 2 in the
Oh,
morning.
yeah, early in the morning, yeah.
It's
So,
like 9
y'all
at night,
get them
2 in
hoes
the
just
morning,
get to going.
you hit the road and stuff like that.
Did you have any idea what y'all was carrying on the back?
I know when we did a customer load that's not tied to Forward Air, that truck was loaded with like 43,000 pounds of Pennzoil.
Oil? Oh, Penn's
Pennzoil.
oil. Okay.
Pennzoil.
I know y'all didn't got hazmat for that, huh?
Nah.
Nah, for
They'll tell you,
Pennzoil?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah, but I forgot where we was at when they told us that we was in Chicago. The boys loaded us with like nothing but TVs and stuff like that, electronics and stuff like that. Other
TV
than
didn't
that,
come up missing, did it?
nah. You don't even have time. You're not about to get because they got boards and stuff to keep the freight from shifting.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you got really trying to break into that motherfucker.
You're not. Nah. And then that stuff is like it's boarded up. It's like fresh new stuff.
Oh, so you ain't supposed to know what's in it.
Nah, they'll probably tell you if you ask the right person, but it'd be like wrapped up and stuff. I don't
know, because when I was a courier, you know, they always want to tell you what you carrying, and you like, I don't really care. I'm just here to pick it up.
I never knew.
So I figured they would be telling y'all like, hey,
You don't
make sure you got all the iPhones for Texas.
No, this is what they say. They just say, hey, we got a load going here. Do you want it? We'll either say yes or no.
I guess every day be yes for me. Like, hey, come on, let's get it.
Yes, you going to the same. A lot of they're the same, not same facilities. It's the same company, but they're depending on the city's size. You know, it depends on the size of the facility. Like Sacramento, we was in Sacramento, by the way, which is actually was one of my favorite cities to visit and stuff like that. But Sacramento wasn't that big. Sacramento wasn't that big and stuff like that.
Yeah. So while we talking about cities and stuff and all this, man, we didn't talk about your history.
Yeah.
You know, Marlon Houston, where you from, what hood you from, what neighborhood you came out of, because you accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say a short amount of time, but within good time.
Yeah.
Because you still young. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're not old, but you know,
Right.
you a good age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people around our age think that they have to be at a certain criteria by a certain age, and it's like, bruh, you tripping.
Yeah, bro. You gotta the process and stuff like that. You gotta trust the process, love the process, enjoy the process. I tell people that a lot.
Bro, you ain't gonna never enjoy the process. Sometimes you don't know you in the process.
Nah,
I was struggling on this goddamn CDL test. I wasn't enjoying that shit.
Well, for you, they're different people. You know, different experience.
You was happy taking your test?
I'm not gonna say I was happy, but I'm just saying like I know where I'm going.
I got
know
you. Nah, I feel you. You know, you know it's on the other end.
Yeah, the
potentially.
product.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't be so focused on the product. You know what I'm saying? What the process was, I enjoyed the process. Who gonna stop me? I'm the only person that's gonna stop me. So it's fun.
I forgot. We can talk about your boxing / football career, man. You want to speak about that?
Man, football.
Let's probably not your boxing career yet, but
I ain't started yet, but it's coming. That's why I came back home too, because I was like, man, I want to get into boxing. You know, you always talking about multiple streams of income. Why they can't be an income? You know, amateur boxing making between.
I'm pretty sure you could join that slap. You know, they slapping people in the face.
I'm not doing it.
You're not doing that. No, damn,
that's a free slap. No, ain't no.
That's
way.
a free slap, man.
No, I seen dude face.
It's the income.
No, but you know, like when
it's well. Look at the guy.
Yeah.
But
you know how I started when I started working out with you last year around this time, and you told me about it. I was like, you know, all right, you know, that can be an option and stuff like that. And then I started looking into it, and you know, it was talking about amateur boxers making between $7,000 to $10,000 per fight. Oh, all right, that's cool. You know,
you got to train up. Boy.
You
got to go through that goddamn. What's that shit called?
But I don't mind it because I'm already an athlete. So
yeah, super training. Yeah.
So and I might as well use my feet from being a wide receiver and a cornerback. You know what I'm saying? Good.
And how long you been doing that? The wide receiver and quarterback.
Man, my whole life, pretty much. You know, I still play flag football and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you know, I ain't.
No, in some states, flag football like a pretty big sport.
It's actually across the U.S. I know the NFL has connected with it. Yeah,
oh, okay.
But that was like 2-3 years ago. I think before the pandemic. But I don't know what's going on with it now. I did some traveling with it, but stuff like that. I play in tournaments all the time. Shout out to Jazz. I've been playing with him since 2014 and stuff like that. It's 2023, and I still link up with him.
Hey, he ain't new to this. He true to this. Y'all saying?
Yeah.
I need to go out there and play some flag football.
Yeah. So you know, man, that's just my craft. So I want to try something different. I feel like I can succeed in boxing, you know, and it's for self-defense purposes and stuff like that. So, you know, I ain't always got my thing on me, you know, so best option, you know, to use my hands if I have to. And if I got a skedaddle, good luck, you ain't catching me. So, yeah, I'm going to try that out.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man.
That's why I came out. I want to try that out as well and stuff like that, you know, do some local boxing, you know, see how that work for me. I'm always down to try new things. You know, I never put limits on myself. You know, I would do music too, since I know a couple of artists that's in my circle. But my music gonna be trash. Nigga. I'm gonna be out here rapping like Fat Nick.
Fat Nick hard.
Cut it out.
You tripping?
Cut it out, nigga. My music gonna sound like OJ the Juice Man. Music.
Oh man. Nah, for sure, bro. But man, it was good talking with you, man.
Yeah.
We gonna really get into this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, we already got into it. Yeah. But we really just gonna. I'm glad we got to sit down and unpack it and really just dive into it. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out 8 Leaf Apple City.
Nah, for sure, for sure.
Oh, the whole leaf.
Oh yeah, let's
going
talk
up.
about that. You from 8 Leaf and shit?
Yeah, the whole leaf going up.
We need to know about that.
The whole leaf going up, man. Shout out to my boy Rob, Alexander the Great. Please go stream that new album, All Things Great. I'm telling you, he in my top 5 already for the beginning of the year. You know what I'm saying? So if he in my top 5, man, that says a lot. And I don't listen to trash rappers. So,
Nah. You sponsoring a couple rappers out here, man. We need that. You know what I'm saying?
As a matter of fact, he gonna be on his Sunday, so y'all gonna get a nice little preview.
Oh yes, hey, surprise episode Sunday, man. Y'all be ready. Y'all be ready Sunday because it's gonna be live for sure.
Yeah, Rob, talk your talk. You know what I'm saying? So as a matter of fact, January 28th, he got which is this Saturday, he has he gonna be at the Winter Classic. You know what I'm saying? So get your tickets, man.
Nah, for sure.
Next thing got A-Leaf.
Hey, nah, I'm with you on it.
Next thing got A-Leaf. We blowing up out there, whether it's with the music, the fashion, or it's with
That
the
is true.
sports.
Y'all got a slew of rappers, and y'all got like a bunch of fashion stuff going on. So I'm
We
like,
out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's in everybody from A-Leaf. We just like that. I don't know what's in our apples. I ain't gonna say what's in the water, but that's our logo.
nah,
We all probably taking a bite from the same apple.
nah, for sure. Gotta be something.
Because, we making moves, man. So, shout out to my boy Sean. I'll be listening to your podcast as well.
Oh, no, for sure. Man, in fact, let's talk about your future, bro. Where you going in the future?
Man,
Because, I want to come back and let's reflect on this real quick on, you know what I'm saying?
I can't really say because I usually just bask in a moment. And like I said before, I don't have too many. I don't have,
You basking in the moment. Where you trying to go?
Man, bro, I'm just going wherever I'm going. Like, wherever I wake up and I'm like, man, I don't have really any kind of destinations. I just try stuff. If I like it, make the money from it. Try this, make the money. I just try stuff. I don't really have I don't really know where I'm going. So I just take it day by day. I don't really too much focus on the future because, I'm still worried about today and stuff like that. So people operate different.
Nah, I feel you.
I tell you this, though, I ain't going backwards.
I'm just saying like this. Sometimes you gotta,
Plan out.
let's say you gotta write it down so you could, you reflect on where you trying to be, where you trying to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just think about that. Sometimes think about that. Think about that as a process. Like, you know what I'm saying? Write the shit down, visualize it. Hey, where you trying to go? Where you trying to be?
Yeah.
Because us right now, we ain't got no time to waste. You know what I'm saying?
So, I say this, of course, I'm still in the, trying to master the trucking industry and stuff like that. So, and of course, I want to try to get into this boxing stuff. Try to use my youth while still fresh and stuff like that. So I'm gonna say those are two things I'm working on.
Hey, yeah, let's build some shit so we can be rich forever.
Bro, you already know that we want to do the cigar lounge, the shoe stores and stuff like that.
Oh, no, yeah, for sure. That's coming. No, that's coming. Yeah. Hey, that's why I got to get back on working on the cigar lounge stuff, bro. Because
we in there. We invested in that heavy, bro.
Oh, yeah, we got to get one of them.
Yeah.
We got to get one of them.
We know about them. We know about the lighters and stuff like that. We mess with the black-owned cigars, you know what I'm saying, lounges. So why not join it? We know about it. Why not, start our own stuff?
Nah, for sure. Anything possible.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
It's all I know. You and my homie was talking about tech. I ain't going that route, but I'm going to still make the amount of money y'all going to make from tech. But
oh, no, yeah. I mean, I ain't going to lie.
Different.
I ain't going to lie. What they saying? But we already talked about it. It's multiple incomes, but what's his name? Mark Cuban?
yeah.
He got multiple businesses and he he a millionaire, billionaire, whatever, But,
Right.
But the long story short is that sometimes the road getting to the bag is not. It's not like a complicated road. It's like you don't gotta do what everybody else doing. Sometimes you gotta make your own lane and be in that lane, and then you're gonna find everything you need to find. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like they say, God put you down the path to go find what you need to go really
Everybody
go find.
possess different talents and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? This is braggadocious. I mean, we really here to dig you up, Marlon.
Yeah.
Brought you on the show today, not just to talk about truck driving, but to get to know who you are.
Right.
Let the people know what this all about, and just we here to big you up, man. We giving you, we saluting you. You know what I'm saying?
'Cause I give it
Braggadocious,
back.
baby. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you came on for sure.
Yeah, man. You know what it is.
And I'm glad it's been a prosperous relationship. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
getting this
yeah.
money. You know what I'm saying, B?
Yeah. So shit, man. You know, we're gonna continue to work on this. You know,
Yeah. Not too much foolery this episode, but you know we gonna get to it.
yeah. It's because there's only 2 people.
Oh, when I bring the rest of them,
Yeah,
it goes to hell. So I better not be asking for
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna be like, damn.
Yeah, I done listened to a couple of y'all podcasts. And
Yeah,
it's like 3-4 voices. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But that did justice for me because I'm driving for 10.5 hours. So
Yeah, I should. I was trying to cut my wheels on faster, so
yeah,
So while he's on the road, I could just really get on my A game, start producing.
Right.
But you do what you can do.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Work with
It's
it,
hard
right.
bringing the team together, and I need to work on doing some solo stuff too. But it's all cool. You know what I'm saying?
Man, bro.
But,
That'll
hey.
come with time.
Hey man, it's a process. Anything in life,
It's a process.
it's nothing fast. Ain't no fast money out here. Even selling drugs, it's a process. You gotta build yourself up to a
Enjoy
point
it.
where you can just do this shit. You know what I'm
Enjoy
saying?
that process, bro.
But hey man, it was good hanging out with you. We had a good time.
Oh, yeah.
You gave us some insights. I'm glad you was able to talk to the people,
Right.
even the younger people, to hey, give them to the right direction and give people on insight on your perspective of
Right.
over the road driving, company work and all that stuff. And now you enter another lane in that field. So hey, like I say, I'm proud of you. I'm glad you came on the show, and I'm
Appreciate
really proud of you, bro. Because like I say, you said it. You saw it and you did it and you went up and beyond and over. A lot of people sometimes they don't even go do it.
Yeah.
But you hit every check mark and now you got the feel for it and now you can be like, you know what? I'm better than a lot of you people and I've been out here less years than y'all.
Exactly.
There's a lot of people out here that been out here driving for a long time and they still fucking up. You know what I'm saying? So
Like Shorty said, I'm an executioner. I'm gonna go out there and get it done.
hey, nah, for sure, nah.
I just get it done.
And that's good to have that mindset, man.
Yeah, man.
So, hey, I need everybody. I need all my fans, all my boasters and braggers, all my villains. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to go follow Marlon Houston on Twitter, on Instagram, all that good old stuff. You know what I'm saying? Support my mans. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of big things coming up. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna stay in contact. We're gonna keep updating the Instagram and all that. Keep y'all informed with them and everything. Right. And y'all go support. Y'all go like. You know what I mean? Y'all hop on the Patreon and everything. And the Discord, all that good old stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Next thing is gonna be the boxing.
Oh, the boxing for sure.
Boxing next.
I can't wait till you get in there, man. We gonna
Bro, come on,
hey, his first sponsorship, Braggadocious Podcast. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
We on there. You know what I'm saying?
If anything goes wrong, I point the fingers at myself. That's why I want to do it. On the football field, I can shut down one side of the field, but shit, I can't say too much for the other side of the field. They giving up touchdowns and I'm not. But in that ring, it's totally based on my performance.
Nah, for sure.
That's how I see it. So yeah, that's next. Probably spoke too soon, but yeah, that's next.
Hey, now you got speaking to existence sometime, man. You about to speaking to existence.
We was already looking it up not too long ago. I'm gonna make it happen, though.
Nah, for sure. But hey, everybody, like, subscribe, follow. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go find the Discord. Y'all go hop on the Patreon. Hey, we out here doing some big things. It's the Braggadocious Podcast, and we out.
Yes, sir.
Braggadocious. 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 Braggadocious.